日本時間20日、ドジャースの大谷翔平は本拠地レッドソックス戦に1番指名打者で出場。4打数1安打で今季7度目の1試合3三振を喫しましたが、8回には2塁打を放ち、チームの逆転勝利に大きく貢献しています。この日ドジャースは7回まで2安打に抑え込まれ、8回まで1点ビハインドの状況でした。1点を追う8回1死1塁の第4打席で大谷が、相手左腕ベルナルディノの初球の外角シンカーに詰まりながらも左翼線に落ちるエンタイトル2塁打を放ち、チャンスを広げると、その直後に3番フリーマンが右翼席へ満塁ホームランを叩き込み、逆転に成功。ドジャースはそのまま逃げ切り、勝利を収めています。試合開始の約2時間前には、キャッチボールを終えた大谷と山本はグラウンドに再登場し、レッドソックスの吉田正尚外野手と談笑。2023年の WBC で日本代表として戦った3人が、穏やかなムードで談笑する様子にスタンドのファンから注目が殺到していました。また、試合を中継していた地元放送局、スポーツネットロサンゼルスでは、大谷が2塁打を放ち、さらにフリーマンが満塁ホームランを叩き込んだ一連のシーンで、実況が興奮を抑えきれない様子で叫んでいましたので、その模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介していきます。
But Teoscar Hernandez, the Dodgers' first Derby winner, and that wasn't it. That was sort of just the table setter for the game when we saw Shohei Ohtani do Shohei Ohtani things.
Yeah, I remember turning on the game a couple innings in and just seeing this bomb. I mean, it's hard to always see it on TV and say, is this gone or not? You know when he's hitting them, I can tell right away off the barrel. I'm like, it's gone. And that's not normal. And, you know, just for him to keep producing like he has been, obviously it's so special to be in the All-Star game for him. But just the things he's been doing for us in the first season in LA. You know, you talk about going to a new team. That's not always easy, transitioning to the guys. But he's acclimated well. And, you know, I think we're going to keep saying the same thing from him.
And if not for the faltering of the National League staff, Shohei Ohtani might have walked away with All-Star Game MVP, the first Dodger home run in the All-Star Game since Mike Piazza in '96, TV.
Yeah, that was back in Philly and Mike's hometown there.
Yeah.
But, you know, Ohtani did something even in a loss that has never been done before. He gathered the only 3 RBIs and only walk for his National League team. That's never. There are always firsts that Ohtani is doing, and obviously he's a big part of the Dodgers' success in the first half, and they need him in the second half to be just as big.
While he did not win All-Star Game MVP, now the Dodgers have to welcome the actual All-Star Game MVP, Jarren Duran of the Boston Red Sox, with the 2025 season announced by Major League Baseball for all teams. You can go check it out on the Dodgers site, but these are some notable series and dates that jump out. You can take a screenshot or do whatever you want with it, but everyone is looking now at March 18th and 19th, a second consecutive year the Dodgers will open the season overseas. But this was the worst kept secret in Major League Baseball. It's finally official, DB. They're heading to Japan.
Yeah, and it's not just the Dodgers end of it. They're sending the Cubs, who also have 2 Japanese-born players that are really good, Seiya Suzuki and Shota Imanaga for the Cubs. And obviously, those are the centerpiece, Yamamoto and Shohei Ohtani. It felt like that being in South Korea, guys, that it was the Shohei Ohtani World Tour, and now it goes to Tokyo, Japan, and it will be electric at that Tokyo Dome.
Yeah, I mean, I really love this for these guys, you know, to face each other over there, Imanaga, Suzuki. You know, I feel like with all the star power, it really brings a lot of energy, too, at the beginning of the season, because, you know, I talk to a lot of fans sometimes, and they're not really into the beginning of the season all the time. They want to catch up in September. They want to see, okay, where are we at in the standings? But I feel like this is a lot of energy brought in the Tokyo Dome. The fans are going to be electric, so hopefully it's a great series.
If you have the ability, the time, the means to get to Japan, the Tokyo Dome is a venue unlike any other in baseball. The experience of watching a game there, any game, but especially with the cast of characters that we've just talked about, it is going to blow your mind. So we cannot wait for 2025. We cannot wait for this series opener. The second half officially kicks off.
Yeah, this is one against Shohei Ohtani, who was 0 for 3 with 3 Ks today. Drives the first one the other way. Towards the corner goes O'Neill. Not going to get there. It's a fair ball and a double that'll put him at second and third.
And this ball was just fair. I mean, going out there, being ready to hit. Guy coming in right out of the bullpen, wanting to get it ahead of Ohtani, and that looked like it was just right on the line. Walk Will Smith. Pitch to Freddie Freeman. Go lefty on lefty.
Rips one down the line. It's got a chance. It's a grand slam. Freddie Freeman turns the game upside down.
Ohtani, 29 home runs, 69 runs batted in. Will drive that one to left field. O'Neill on a run, racing for it, racing. Can't get to it. That takes a bounce and it jumps into the stands, and that'll be a double. And Vargas will have to stop at third, but now second and third as Shohei ends that string of Ks with a double.
I think this ball gets held up. I think this is a foul ball normally, but the wind held this ball up just enough to keep it fair. Usually this thing will slice, but he gets underneath it, and he's kind of just hoping. Look, you can kind of tell by his facial expression, it couldn't put it down the line any better. Wow. Just kept fading away from Tyler O'Neill.
Just inches fair.
I'm telling you, that wind has just held that thing up just enough for him.
Ohtani with the opposite field double right after that. So here's the at bat right here. Vargas 3-2 up and in. You know, obviously you're getting out of the way of that, especially on ball 3. So good job by Vargy. And then Ohtani right there, lefty coming in, waiting on that pitch right there, going the other way. O'Neill's trying to decide, do I dive, do I not, can I get there? Great piece of hitting right there. They're trying to bring the lefty to get him. And then you saw them walk Will Smith to get to Freddie, and you know, Freddie loves those moments right there. So I love the bat right here too, because the first which was a fastball away, and he was a little late, and you could see him maybe trying to go to left.
There was a bounce in his step and him with lettuce, and of course he's leading off the bottom of the 8th, and he leads off with a scary walk, but a walk nonetheless, the tying run aboard.
Yeah, great at bat right here. This is what started the inning. You know, that is energy for the dugout. They see a guy get on first, they are ready to put up some runs.
Then after Taylor was retired, Ohtani in the air left field, right inside the line. That's a fair ball.
Yeah, great piece of hitting right there. They brought in the lefty thinking it's a better matchup. There is no better matchup for Ohtani. And for him to be able to wait on that ball, drive it to left field, you know, a lot of times the corner outfielder are going to pinch the gaps with the type of power Ohtani has, so no doubles can get hit in the gap. You know what? I'll just hit a double down the left field line.
Ground rule double, second and third. They walk Will Smith intentionally to load the bases. Oops! Freddie Freeman makes him pay in grand fashion.
But then get the strikeout of Chris Taylor, so he gets one out, and so that turns it to the top of the order, and that's Shohei Ohtani. And so Red Sox go to the bullpen and get Brennan Bernardino, who's been outstanding this year, and Ohtani had struck out 3 times against Pivetta, but the first pitch he sees right here, it just sneaks in inside that left field line.
Yeah, this is the right move going to Bernie. It's a lefty-lefty situation. You know, he just missed his spot right down the middle. Ohtani was ready. He was ready to go ambush because he was swinging through fastballs up above the zone all night. Bernie doesn't have 95, 96 up in the zone, so he's got to be able to hit the spots on the corners. If he goes up, he's got to go way up. If he goes down, he has to make sure it's on the corner. Ohtani got the barrel to the baseball, let it get deep, and just placed it right on that line.
All right, so ground rule double for Ohtani, and they intentionally walk Will Smith to get to Freddie Freeman to load the bases, try to get a double play. And after being laid on the fastball on the sinker, Freeman was ready for that.
And you can see where the glove was. That pitch was supposed to be down and away. It ended up being inner third, right where Freeman likes the ball. Got the barrel to it. Great piece of hitting right there. Just missed his spot. If you miss your spot to a guy like Freeman, or a professional hitter like that, he's going to do his damage.
また、試合後にデーブ・ロバーツ監督は、
相手投手はウィル・スミスがフレディ・フリーマンと勝負をしなくてはいけなかった。グッドだった。グレートな回だったし、グレートな打席でもあった。
と8回の逆転劇を振り返り、フリーマンの打席については、
相手側としてはどちらを選んでも厳しい状況になる。タフだね。その状況を作ったのはバルガスが出塁をして、翔平が二塁打を打ったからだ。相手監督は決断を迫られた。
とコメントしていました。これからも大谷の活躍から目が離せません。皆様からのコメントもお待ちしております。